Hey, Dr. Luke here with Value Added 616. I want to talk to you about something that we caught as a trend this week in the class we were teaching. This time it was a level 3, which is, relates to the green belt level. But here's the thing, what we kept talking about and what I found myself repeating over and over, as I usually do, is just reminding people that DMAIC is not scary: define, measure, analyze, improve, and control, because it's not a checklist that I have to follow every single time. If you're working on a project and you realize, oh, this tool just doesn't fit in, or it just doesn't seem right, or we're in a hurry, we got to cut some things out, then you do. DMAIC is a mental model. That's what I keep telling them. It just makes you think your way through it. You might look at this particular tool. Let's just, for example, let's say you're looking at the benefits and efforts matrix and you're going to do solutioning, and you guys are in a really big hurry and you're like, we got to get this done. And you know that you're going to go from benefits and efforts then to the failure modes and effects analysis, the FMEA, and you just go, you know what, we're going to skip the B&E, we're going to go right to the FMEA. Yes, you can absolutely do that. Why wouldn't you? You're still going through the solutioning process. As a matter of fact, FMEA is going to make you walk through your probability of occurrence and all these other, getting your risk priority number, and make you have the same discussion, right? So that you don't need to do every single tool. You just, as a matter of fact, as you're going through the different levels, one of the biggest skills, or one of the best skills that you can learn, is how to use the right tool. I call it how to use the right hammer. So they'll hear me saying that in the classroom, because just like at Lowe's, there's hammers everywhere. Right? And so we are showing you a couple of the different hammers. And you got to do it based on the project you're working on, the type of nail that you're hitting at the time, right? That's why there are so many different styles of hammers. Because for risk, for instance, there might be 10 hammers on the wall. It's okay. Just because we showed you one and your organization likes one better, I don't care. Whole point with like DMAIC, back to my point, did you think about risk? Did you put together a plan? Then I don't really give a rip what you do. The point is, you're handling your risk. So just think of DMAIC, define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. No matter what level you're at, think about it as a mental checklist. Did I think about this? If I didn't use the tool, cool, but did I talk about why I didn't need it? Then you did exactly what it's designed to do. You thought about it, talked about it, logically concluded you didn't need that tool. It's time to move on to the next step in problem solving, right? The whole point is, I say this too over and over, 3 things. What are you there to do? Solve the problem. I don't really care if you have to use a certain tool versus another. So just remember that DMAIC is not something that you have to go through the toolkit and do every single tool on. That is absolutely inefficient. That's wasteful in itself. That's antithetical to even what we teach and preach, right? So just remember that. DMAIC, mental checklist, not an actual must-do to-do list. So in summary, DMAIC is a mental checklist, not a to-do list. Just remember that, but it'll make you think your way through it from start to finish, from defining the problem through sustaining the gains. And that's what really matters. Hope this helps. Hope to see you in the classroom.